Podcast City Network.
Hey guys, and welcome to another exciting episode of Fixed Edge, episode 38.
And look, I'm not even here today.
Oh, you're just like you're a ghost or something, but boom, there we are.
Yeah,
there
magic, huh? Poof.
Poof, there he is.
That's money appears. Look at that. Money everywhere.
Making it happen. But yeah, it's our last episode of November. Definitely going to be crazy once we get into December, but first things first, episode 38. But you also got to make sure to follow us on social media at Fixed Edge on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure to go on there, hit those like, follow, and subscribe buttons. That way you can get the latest and greatest from Fixed Edge. But
it's been, I've seen more people following, so you must be getting people the word out to people.
Making it happen, man, little by little, trying.
Hey, it's all good. Follow us or not, we're there.
Yeah, we are there no matter what. But we're going to take a look at the last week recap, which, sir, you did not do too shabby, going 2-1 in your picks. And, man, but this is from 2 weeks ago because we didn't have an episode last week because of Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah, and, you know, we threw in the third one. You said you didn't want no more 1-1s, and I'm really not happy, you know. 2-1, I wanted to give the people a 3-0, you know. And then that week, we ended up losing that week. Came back into this week, was having a pretty good week. end up about break even this week. So 2 weeks, kind of frustrating. Man, did Minnesota Cousins behind the guard instead of the center. I mean, these are professional players, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
You know,
supposedly.
And then Cook, and I get it. He dislocated his shoulder, so he had to let the ball go.
Yeah,
but that's points right there. And we're talking about a huge week if Minnesota just covers. They didn't even have to win, just cover. You know, and 2 turnovers inside their own 10, didn't get it done. So even teal week, we had the Gators pretty decent. How about that Clemson game 2 weeks ago that when we were giving them out, I said it's blowout.
48-27 ended up being the final.
It was a blowout, guys. So those are the little things we do here. Like I say, we're transparent. We lost that week. This week's a break-even week. But what we do is we have the inside information on a lot of these games to who's betting what, where the steam action is coming from, you know, how for you to bet it, and, of course, most importantly, what system for you guys to put it into.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's key, guys. If you don't know by now, DM us. We'll get you there. We'll get someone even calling out to you. You know, we got a big team here, and right now all we want to do is just help you. You know, we don't even want you to give us any money for that because we want to earn your money. And by that, I mean as a membership, a community, not try to sell you picks like most of these scams out there that just want you to get money on the next play. And they're probably giving you one side and him the other side, and then one of you two are going to be happy in the morning. Here we just give it to you real, cut, transparent, you know. So if you want to get involved, learn like the pros, learn a system, treat it like a business instead of a hobby, you know. Instead of you going to get drunk every night, you know, just go have a little buzz and watch your bankroll grow.
Absolutely. So definitely make sure to take all this information we give you, plug it into a system, be smart about it, don't gamble it away, and like he said, don't fall for the scams. All these scammers out there, man, just trying to rip people off. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you also need to make sure to follow us on all of our content platforms because we're on a bunch of them, and it just keeps on growing. You can find our audio portions on PlayerFM, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts, as well as all the video portions here on YouTube. All you have to do is search FixedEdge and FixedEdge Investing on any of those platforms. Hit that subscribe button and make sure to check out the latest and greatest from FixedEdge. But you can also find all this information on podcastcity.net/FixedEdge. Definitely make sure to check that out as well. But we're going to jump into the first game. Golden State Warriors at the Phoenix Suns, a big Titanic matchup between these two teams. And line, though, really low. Phoenix 2.5. What do you think about that?
They still haven't lost, right? Phoenix?
Yeah, they're still on
15? How many? 16?
15 or 16-0 now. Yeah.
Warriors looking like the best team in the NBA right now.
Absolutely.
Not a huge NBA guy. Just because it could be all a show, as we know, pros can get paid. They get paid the big bucks. So, anyways, that being said, you know, college sports is our bread and butter. Baseball as well. But in this game tonight, it's going to be an interesting matchup. I'm going to have to lean. I have to lay those points. I think everybody's thinking this is where that. It's so tough too because Curry's been just MVP like. I think he's probably leading the race,
and he's absolutely killing it. 28.6 points per game,
sitting here, I wanted to go with him. As you could tell, I was paused. You know, I wanted to go with him. You know, I just pick. You throw the games up and we go for it.
Yeah, I just throw them at you.
Yeah, and I wanted to pause on this one because I was thinking I was going to go Curry, but Phoenix has been playing good, and I think that streak just continues. And I think when you look at Phoenix being home, matchup for matchup, you know, I don't think Golden State's going to be able to sustain the offense Phoenix brings tonight because they both kind of play similar style. And I think without Clay over there, that Phoenix is a little more talented, and they're at home. Role players, bench players tend to do a lot better at home, shooting, crowd behind them instead of rooting against them. So, close duel tonight. I guess this is like first place in the NBA, really, kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
And I say Phoenix keeps that streak going, where most people probably think this is where that streak ends. You know, I like to be opposite.
Oh, yeah. I know you usually do, but Phoenix, man, it's hard to go against them considering what they've been able to do so far this season as well. Devin Booker not playing bad as well, averaging almost 24 points a game. So,
but Curry ain't even missing.
No, he ain't.
9 for 14 from 3 one game. I mean, he's like a machine out there. They're coming for it this year. I'll say something. Clay and Steph, they stuck together, and I know we haven't seen Clay in a while. And then Draymond, he's a loudmouth, but he hung in over there too. He's kind of like he goes and protects those two guys, kind of enforcer, and it's the guy you want on your team, but the guy you hate if you're playing against him.
Right.
So, but much respect. I think we could see them give a run for the title. But today, I think the Suns just keep that streak going.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. This is going to be, I think, just a really great game no matter what, though.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be fun to watch.
Exciting to watch, yeah.
And it's such a good one that you can bet it either way, right? You can put it in your dog system, and you can put it in your favorite system, or you can bet both games, and then you win one, and one closes the series, and then one opens a new series. Like, people don't know there's so many different ways in this business to make money. They get so fixated on, do you have the winner? Do you have that winner? Yeah. So I got 1,000, and I'm gonna get I'll get 500 on it if it's for sure. If it's for sure the winner, you let me know because I can even get 1,000 on it. Guys, that's not reality. Like, we get games where we're that pretty sure it's gonna win. Like we added, when you can get information of real inside scoop of who's betting what and how the game is being bet from actual people in the industry, gives you an edge. But there's no for sure thing. There's no fixed game. And there is. I shouldn't say there isn't. But ain't no guy coming on TV going to tell you about a fixed game. You know what I mean? Like one that he actually knows. He's working with Donahue, the referee. And you're not going to get that information. So be smart with your bankroll, guys. I hate seeing people just waiting for that one winner to take them home. Just invest. Invest in these games. Trade them. Make a percentage. Stop looking for that home run, guys. Just keep taking that single, and you'll thank me come next Christmas.
Absolutely. So definitely make sure to do that. But you also need to make sure to go and check out the Podcast City Network shop, because whether it's a neck gaiter to protect you from COVID-19, a mug for your morning coffee, or a t-shirt just to look cool, we got you covered. Get the latest apparel and gear for your favorite podcast and Podcast City Network by visiting podcastcity.net/shop and checking out the lineup, which now brings us to our second game I'm going to throw at you.
Good one tonight.
Oh, yeah. Number 1, Duke Blue Devils taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Duke favored by 3, games 9:30 p.m. on ESPN. What do you think about this one?
Good one, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't Duke just knock off Gonzaga?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Saying they're only 3 today against Ohio State?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What do you think?
I think when you look at the dual heads of Paulo Banchero and Wendell Moore Jr., they bring a lot to this Duke team, but that's really all Duke has. But it's been enough, obviously, to get them to 7-0.
Banchero is he's an NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got, is it Keels, Keels, another they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But the line's 3?
The line is only 3.
Guys, if you're a member, you know which way I'm going here. I'm taking a 3. I'm buying the 3.5. I'm saying they got no answer for Lindell. And I'm saying Ohio State plus the points, and they get the upset tonight.
Oh, man, that definitely would be huge. And Liddell's been killing it.
You can't stop the guy.
No. Hits it from anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. Hook shot, three-pointer. So I'm a dog guy. But this game has trap written all over it. I mean, Duke just knocked off the number 1 team in the nation, which, by the way, didn't look so great last night against Tarleton. Yeah, I said that, Tarleton. So I think that's a newer team from the last couple of years. But these teams that have come in, a team got to beat by more than 9. So we don't know. We haven't seen all these teams stack up against each other. let's see tonight. I think Ohio State coming off that heartbreaking loss, that 3-pointer at the buzzer where they were in control of the game, beating the Gators. You got the 3 at the buzzer by Appleby, you lose. Tonight they're at home. They bounce back in this big rival here, ACC Big Ten rival. Take the points and sprinkle a little on that money line too.
Oh, yeah, definitely do that and plug it into your system.
Because if you don't have a system, in the morning you're either going to have, double your money or you're going to be out of your money. And that goes for everybody. Good, bad. If you can pick them good, you're like, no, it's not goes for me. I hit 60. Let's just call it 65, which would be a killer percentage. You got to have some kind of system.
Mm-hmm.
And 65%, if you're just trying to pick and choose which one are you going to be your biggest games and which ones are going to falter, we're going to struggle. I can't emphasize enough. There is no get-rich-quick system here. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So anybody that tells you that is lying to get money out of your pocket. So I can't emphasize that enough, guys. If you want to make a lot of money, you got to bring a lot of money to the table.
True story.
If you want to just make a little bit, whatever it is, we can help you from $500 bankroll on up to hundreds, thousands, whatever. Bankroll don't matter. You got to at least have 500 to 1,000 to start though, or you're gonna be like, what? I'm only making $10 a week. Like you're gonna be frustrated. So it's boring, yes, but it's more. You still get the same game, same excitement. But less money, we tune you down. So if you have $1,000 or $2,000 and you're playing 500, we're going to take you down to the $20, $50 range. But we're going to watch it grow. You don't ever have to worry about that. You don't have to be sweating there waiting for that game. If it doesn't hit, your money's gone. We don't have to go through that. We just keep following the system and we make profit. And like I said, last week, break-even week, week before, losing week. And then if you've been following us, the 8 weeks before that and 10 weeks before that, I think it's been now.
Yep.
We had only 1 losing week there. So now we've had 2 losing weeks in 3 months. And it's going to happen. You try to minimize them. But at the end of the day, we just grow. So you grow. You dip. You grow, dip, dip. Eventually, we end up there.
Mm-hmm.
So
it just takes time.
That's what we're aiming for. We do go backwards a little bit. That's part of the business. Anybody that tells you that they don't lose is lying. Anybody that comes out here, it's just so much. I wish I could sit and tune into these people's videos. I don't have time because obviously I coach. I got so much going on. But guys, stop falling for these scams, man. We're over here helping people for free because we care. They're over there acting like they care because they want your money. It's a big difference.
Absolutely, it is. Huge difference.
So, but Buckeyes tonight, upset alert. Duke goes down tonight, guys, and the points are a bonus, but you can take some of that money line action there too. If you're going to take the points, wait a little bit. I'd say a couple hours before game time. I think you can get this line a little bit higher. I think they'll inflate a little bit higher, but then I think right before the game, you'll see some big Ohio State money come down. So you'll see the line go up, I think 3.5, 4. And then I think you see like a 3.5 before the game, or maybe sit around this 3 where it's at. It opened at, I believe, at 2, 1.5. And I think if you remember correctly, I told you about the Clemson game when we were on the show. The line was 3.5, and I said you should probably buy it now to 2.5 before it goes up to 4.5. Sure enough, it went to 4.5.
Sure.
So guys, there's a lot we know here. You can go back and watch these shows. They're documented, dated, and I don't know how to get to them anyways. This is the guy that does all that. But check it out, man. We spit real information. We're transparent. We're here when we lose. We're here when we win. And if you've been watching this show as long as we've been doing it, then you've been making money with us because we've been making you money. The bankroll's been growing. So let's get back to that this week.
Absolutely.
Bro, losing week, an even week. Time to win some money again, members.
Absolutely, and it's a good sign starting out 2-1 from the last time we were on. So hey, let's keep building on it.
Oh, I'm going 3-0 here.
Oh, he's calling the 3-0, undefeated, baby.
Yep.
We also got to make sure to check out Podcast City Network, which FixedEdge is a proud member of Podcast City Network and its 20-plus independent podcast members across all genres of podcasting. You can find Podcast City Network on all major social media platforms, including Facebook at facebook.com/Podcast City Network, on Twitter and Instagram at Podcast City Net, on YouTube by searching Podcast City Network, and at the website podcastcity.net. Be creative, be independent, be yourself. Podcast City Network, which brings us to our third and final game of the afternoon, and that is the number 1 Georgia Bulldogs taking on the currently number 3 Alabama Crimson Tide. This game is going to be interesting for all numbers of reasons for the SEC championship. Lots of college football playoff implications all over this game, and a lot could happen. Really, a lot could happen. Georgia, though, currently favored by 6.5. What do you think about this one?
The only thing that can't happen is, unfortunately, our Irish can't get in. Oklahoma State would have to lose, because if they win and this loses and Bama loses, is Oklahoma State's jumping us.
Yeah. Especially now the news of Brian Kelly departing, too.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Yeah, well,
he was
can't even stay for the game.
He was a winner. Now he's going to be a loser.
Yeah, have fun at LSU. Anyways.
But, man, big game. Georgia, Bama. Bama looked like they were out this week.
Oh, yeah. They were 3 breaths away, 4 breaths.
Yeah.
All the 4 of those overtimes.
And then maybe did Auburn's guy get under the right guard too, like Cousins?
Mm-hmm. Right. 4 o'clock management at the end of that game, too, by Auburn.
Didn't go out of bounds, right here?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch.
Went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds instead of staying in, or the game would have been over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bama is sound. Even though, I mean, you know, my dad doesn't like Saban. I get it. Most people don't. I don't pass judgment. Maybe he cheats. Maybe Belichick cheats. We don't know, but we know they're both winning. They both win. Look at Belichick again. He's figuring it out. They're winning again. It didn't take long. So, that being said, big game here. And I've been on air to say Georgia's winning it all this year. And I've been on since, week 2?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're the best team, and it's not even close, right? And it's shown that.
It has.
Men, everybody else.
And they got that number 1 ranked defense, which is allowing less than 7 points per game right now.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
It is. But guess what? Bama's going to upset them.
Oh, my God.
Okay? But they're going to be the smart way. We're going to take that 6.5, and we're going to buy it to 7.5. So we got a touchdown and a half to cover the spread. But we're going to sprinkle a little on that money line, too.
Oh, my God.
So we're going to cover that 7.5 for sure, because it's going to be a damn close game, and towards the end, we might catch that money line. But Georgia will get the national championship. They'll come back in the rematch, and Georgia's going to win it all this year.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. But I don't know about Alabama getting this one.
Well, guess what? If Alabama doesn't get this one, and they somehow make the playoffs, they get the next one. You're not beating them twice. You're not beating Saban twice in this little thing. No way. No way. You're not that good. Not that good. So, after watching Bama almost go out, should have gone out, call it what you want, and Georgia being as dominant as you are, especially if that line gets bet all week, guys, and pay attention or DM us if you're unsure, because we'll help. Again, we're not here to hustle or sell or gimmick. But if that line never touches 7, it's key. It's a key number. So you watch that line all week. If it never touches a 7, they're not confident. If it touches 7, 7.5, all bets are off. Georgia might steamroll through them. But I'm almost positive that this line won't touch a 7 by the time this game goes off. It might flash 7 back to 6.5, but I think when this game goes off, it won't go off any higher than where it's at right now. And Bama's going to cover. Bama's going to, man, we got dogs, upset dogs. 2 of them. Duke losing. Ohio State. And you can put this in a small little parlay if you want, in a system, and package up these 3 because, like I said, 2-1. We went 1-1, 1-1, 1-1 forever.
Mm-hmm. Had to break it up.
So we put 3 in there. We went 2-1. This is a 3-0, man. And the money lines are extra, so don't hold me to it. But Bama plus 7.5, Ohio State plus 3.5, and the Suns to win on the money line. That's a 3-0, fellas.
So definitely plug it into your system, see how it goes, and definitely make sure to join us next week for the last week recap. That way you can see how we did on these picks.
How it goes. It's gonna go.
He says it's gonna go, so put it in.
It's gonna go, but don't do that. I have $1,500. Put it in.
Yeah.
Right, because as you see, even if we were just betting the show games at 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, I have systems where 50%. If you can pick 50%. I can show you how to make money just picking 50%, guys. Right? So that's where we differ from everybody else, the system, right? The fixed edge system. Let us fix your old way and give you the new edge. And that's what we're about here. Stop gambling, start investing. Definitely stop gambling. Maybe don't start investing. I don't know. Everybody has their different addictive personality, what they can and can't do. You might start investing and then all of a sudden you start gambling again and then you're selling your plates to go gamble. It's real, right? So that being said, guys, we want you to stop gambling first and foremost. And then if you think you can weather it or whatever, we're here to help you invest and show you how to trade on the games instead of gamble. Stop so that you don't have those mood swings anymore. You know, those woo, you know, just kind of rotate up. So DM us, follow us along, guys. Like he said, we'll get back to you next Tuesday with the recap. I'm confident in a 3-0, but put it in the system. And if you're not with us, don't just play that 3-0. Got to DM us for the system. That way we can show you. And then if you do that, the rest of the weeks of stuff that we got is yours as well. So Twitter's the best way. You can hit all the social media. Someone will get to you, but Twitter's fastest response.
Oh, yeah, absolutely is. So definitely make sure to try and use the Twitter outlet at FixedEdge and definitely hit us up. So a lot of great stuff, man. 3-0, baby. Let's see
going it. 3-0. It'll start tonight. It'll start tonight when the Suns keep that streak going and the Blue Devils get upset after knocking off Gonzaga. Lindell is just going to be too much for those guys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be some exciting sports that we're going to be watching, but we thank you guys so much for joining us. And like we said, join us next week for episode 39 and keep an eye out on social media, mainly on Twitter, to see when the episode graphic drops to know exactly what time we are going live. But that's another one in the books, my friend.
That's it, man. Now we're heading to 40?
Oh, 39. Yeah, we're getting 39.
Gotcha. 40 is almost his age.
Oh, man. Gotta throw it out there like that. But until next time, I'm Chris.
That's money, guys.
And y'all have a great evening.
Podcast City Network.